Hello? Oh, shoot. Hey, future millionaires, what's going on? My name is Andrew. This is the GME update you guys need. I am still on vacation, but I need to tell you guys important channel updates as well as give you guys that Dogecoin analysis I promised in the last video. Oh boy, I have a lot to keep in my brain. But first things first, $11 million of an additional put wall at a $300 strike. What does this mean? You'll learn exactly what this means in addition to some very bullish news from a former CEO of GME, as well as what to expect on Monday. Yes, this coming Monday. But first, some important updates to the channel in 5 seconds. Here it goes. I am not going to be re-uploading any of the live streams. That's right, for the month of May, you guys are not going to see any clips. So you guys better, one, show up to those live streams bell to bell. Of course, I am still going to be on vacation with my parentals. It's Mother's Day. Hopefully you guys are having a good one until Wednesday. So I'm going to be trying to live stream from another undisclosed hotel room somewhere alongside Highway 1. I'm not sure when that is going to be, but hopefully you guys bear with me until we get back to a regular broadcasting schedule on Wednesday. That's number one. Number two, you better check out every single one of these videos that come out that are not live streams because they're going to be freshly baked right off of the cuff. I'm probably going to make them either right after a live stream or right before one, but they're going to be fresh. So you guys don't want to miss out. All right, let's go into GME with a little Dogecoin kicker of why did Dogecoin crash and where is it going to go for the rest of the week. So GME, we see on May 7th, right, another $11 million of a put wall here at $300. This is in addition to the $26 million on April 30th and the, here we are, $7 million of a $300 put wall at April 28th. This is not the end of the story, but someone is aggregating this humongous downward pressure on GME in the money, deep in the money. So as we develop the story more and as we talk to more people developing this story, you guys are going to be the first to know exactly when to talk about this put wall. The next part is being able to explain where we see cheat code seeing GME for the next few hours and the next day on Monday. We see this very, very accurate sell signal here. Right, 1, 2, 3. This is a 4 out of 4 sell signal here that dropped GME all the way from 164 to 160. Now we are seeing that buy signal here, right? Buy 3 out of 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 1 for the buy signal itself. 2 for the within the Bollinger clouds, this blue and green cloud, and 3 right here for the swing indicator. Just like AMC, we're not seeing a squeeze indicator, but these two often run in tandem, right, paralleling each other. So this is going to be your dose of where GME is going to be moving towards on Monday. So be prepared for that upward action. We also can note here on the Stonko tracker that we have fewer than impressive calls expiring in the money on May 7th, right? We had almost 60,000 calls expiring on AMC side, not even 10,000 on GME. So we're not expecting the options to be nice to us. If you guys are looking for a video about options themselves and whether or not to buy them to support the squeeze and whether that hurts, we just provided a video for that yesterday. So go ahead and check that out on the channel. Without further ado, let's look at this, right? This is Mr. Shane Kim, former interim CEO of GME, and he has something important to say about the state of GME as it stands, and this is some words of importance from the former interim CEO of our favorite stonk. We hodl with diamond hands and floor for us 30 milli now. Let the video sink in, fellow apes. Let's take a look.
Look, GameStop used games business was over $1 billion. Used to be $2 billion. Okay. That's a lot of customers and a lot of currency that can be used online. It used to be that people would say that retail's dead, right? Well, retail's not dead. Retail is dead.
Ooh.
Okay. And if you look at great retailers today, well, today is hard given quarantine stuff. Right. But if you look at great retailers today, there are people who are figuring out the Sephoras of the world, the REIs, the Nikes, the Starbucks, et cetera, who are creating great experiential retail. Well, I believe GameStop could do that too. You know, a company, if you want to look at valuations. Well, look, here's retailers, which is way down here. Here's GameStop, which is below there. And here are companies like Amazon and Netflix and so forth that are valued not just on the basis of their financial fundamentals, but they valued in large part because of the network of customers that they have. GameStop has a very large network of customers. You think about power up. Buying a product from customers and giving them currency in the form of GameStop currency or actual dollars. It's a very powerful thing, right? It's imagine if you could, you really were able to expand that business, because that business is not going away. There will always be people who want to take advantage of being able to monetize what they own. It's a God-given American right.
God-given American right.
To resell what I own. And imagine if you could take that currency then and go to other places and be able to spend that. But the place that you got that currency from was from GameStop. Man, I bet you see a lot more people trading things, right? Because they have that avenue, as opposed to just selling on eBay and things like that, which has some more friction involved with it. So, I think that there's some unique aspects of GameStop's business model that could, potentially be expanded and be part of its foundation for a new future.
Yeah,
I figured out how to become more and more like a media company too. So all these different aspects of the company, these assets were there, but the business model was not. And so trying to think about what that business model could look like, both with respect to customers as well as the monetization of data, monetization of media assets, things like that.
Monetization of data.
Those, there's a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
There's more. GameStop could become more of a media company and leverage the assets and the capabilities of the Game Informer organization much, much better than producing just even making the frequency of the content that was created more frequent. And all of a sudden, I think you start to change the minds of people on Wall Street too, right? And say, look, it's not just this struggling brick and mortar retailer. It's actually this company that has relationships with this many people around the world, and its retail operations are actually an asset, not a liability. Today, people think of brick and mortar retail locations as solely as a liability, right? And that's, I think, unfortunate.
Okay, so right now, this is the narrative that the ex-CEO of GameStop wants to provide, is that one, GameStop is sitting on a treasure load of not only retail brick and mortar like real estate, but also being able to sit on the idea that data is king, right? Freaking remember that. Data is king, perception is queen. We have the perception that GameStop is coming out as this, slow moving, slow to change brick and mortar place that is likely going to take a long time to actually come out on top. No, it's a God-given American right to make money off of the stuff that you have. So likely, and I'm hoping that I'm not putting words into his mouth, but I'm hoping that they're not going to be monetizing our data without our consent. Hopefully they're going to be able to, once again, give us that God-given American right of monetizing our own data, because if these gaming companies care about our gamer data, we should be compensated, whether through GameStop gaming dollars or otherwise. So I think that is bullish. I'm Jack to the T's. Thank you so much for staying all the way to this part of the video, where now we're going to do that quick Dogecoin analysis of exactly what happened. You might have noticed, if you were paying attention to my left hand corner, that Dogecoin went up and down 20 cents during the course of this video. What we're looking at here is this bullish convergence here. What we're trying to do is have this convergence of 50 cents, right? Because this is a mental barrier, we saw a lot of pushing in this early morning price action. However, now as it is already pushed past 50 cents, it does have the option of pushing past this next level of resistance at 59. Why did Dogecoin start to rise? Well, the only thing that you can think about is Elon Musk, right? We saw that Dogecoin rose all the way up to a high of 73, 75 cents or so, and then plummeted. And this is the same reason why GME also did not fare well during the first congressional hearing, because of expectation. Everyone expected Elon Musk to say something about the greatness of Dogecoin, or even just throw in some delicious gumdrops of how his tweeting mannerisms are, right? A lot of the GME and Dogecoin rips have been fueled by his tweets, and that expectation was quickly flummoxed, and then that mismatch caused a lot of panic selling. This is the same thing when Keith Gill showed up at the congressional hearing, right? We saw GME rally about 10% and then immediately fall after nothing happened. Right? People have too high of an expectation, and that's why Dogecoin right now is in a fairly bullish position to rebound. We have 40 cents here. This isn't even the price of Dogecoin before the Elon craze. So people are jumping back on the ship. Does that mean you should? We always recommend, right, making sure you do your own research, making sure that you build out the foundation of why you make a certain investment. But specifically for Dogecoin, we always have to remember that it is not the same foundation as a more established coin like Bitcoin, where there's a finite established amount of this crypto that can ever exist. In that sense, Dogecoin gives a solid, hey, right now, let the world simmer down. It's essentially in a post-IPO frenzy, right? People have to make so much speculation on the price because Elon happened and it didn't meet expectations. So where will we bounce? Well, we have a solid floor at 40 cents and a pretty strong ceiling at 60. So that 20-cent difference right here is where we're likely going to see Dogecoin struggle a little bit longer for the rest of the day. For now, but not for forever. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that explanation of what has happened in your world of the meme stock and crypto that you guys care about. Thank you guys for those of you who support the show right here by pressing the join button next to the subscribe button. Thank you for those of you who have already gotten your 2 free stocks on Webull. And once again, like I mentioned in the previous video, and the beginning of this video, I don't know where I'll be tomorrow morning during market open because I'm still on vacation with my parents. Have a happy Mother's Day, but I'm going to be trying to live stream for you guys until our broadcast time, regularly scheduled broadcast time on Wednesday. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the money. Peace.